tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Go, Todd! Super! Hold on. Check. We go, 76!
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Bills. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not real. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 75 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Mark Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. First down, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 26 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year, but what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jameson Williams, 57 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
makes the score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
76, tell him. 76. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Browns.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here in a 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again is Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Another Lions. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try to run with Swift. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Going deep for Diggs. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's Hines. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie from 21 yards away. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Gets past one man. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
We're good. We're good. Hey, Cal.
3rd and 2. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 70 yards. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Allen will try to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try to snatch a victory.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Hold on. Check.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now Goff. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game.
What? Out.
They'll run it with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the...
There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 9. 82 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Cook up the gut, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem